about inflamed gut, the root of chronic diseases. You see, when you say inflammation is simply not disease. It's a defense system. When the body detects danger, such as infection, injury, or toxins, or damaged cells, it releases inflammatory chemicals to arm the immune system and begin healing. For short term, we call that acute inflammation. Is really very helpful. It's life-saving. On the flip side of the coin, if it's for prolonged period of time, it doesn't switch off. This system doesn't switch off. It becomes chronic inflammatory condition. That is what is so damaging to the body, because it can damage our tissues and organs and can lead to diseases. In fact, the main place or areas of inflammation in the body is in the gut. What is gut? Gut is simply the entire gastrointestinal tract. That's the GI. What is it? It's simply this long muscular tube running from your mouth to the anus that would digest the food you eat, absorb the nutrients, and remove waste. The gut is sometimes called the second brain. Why? Because it plays a central role in our overall health and immune system and our mental health. The gut is the only system that can communicate independently with our brain. You see, the gut is not only responsible for digestion, because about 70% of our immune system is located in the gut, and the gut lining acts as a protective barrier, allowing nutrients into the body without keeping, toxins out. It makes sure it keeps toxins out. But when the gut becomes inflamed, this barrier weakens, allowing harmful substances to leak into the bloodstream, setting the stage for chronic diseases. What symptoms would you notice to know that you have inflamed gut? Food sensitivities. You become sensitive to gluten, dairy, soya, eggs, and nuts. And then some people may experience bloating, gas, diarrhea, constipation, and abdominal discomfort. You may also experience what they call slow motility. It means that when you eat, it takes a long time for the food to get out of your digestive system. So it becomes food for a long time. Some people may experience fatigue, brain fog. You can't think clearly. You may experience joint pains, skin issues like acne, mood changes. You may feel anxious, and you may gain weight, and it may be very difficult for that individual to lose weight. You may also have sleeping difficulty. It means falling asleep can be a real problem, and then also staying asleep. You can't sleep for long time, let's say for 6-7 hours continuously. So these are the common symptoms that we should really take note of. But you see, the microbiome, somebody will ask, what is the microbiome? Microbiome is simply the community of trillion organisms in our system. Bacteria, fungi, viruses, about almost 40 trillion. But specifically, most of them are in the gut. But we have some of them on the skin, in the nose, even in women, in their vagina, if we have to say that. But they are all protective. The problem comes when there is a condition called dysbiosis. It means that unbalance or disbalance between beneficial bacteria and opportunist bacteria. When the opportunist bacteria, the so-called bad bacteria, in fact, we don't have any bad bacteria. If the opportunist bacteria overgrow the beneficial bacteria, then that's where we have problems with our gut, that it may not behave well, and then we have diseases coming in. But how do we have inflamed gut? Poor diet high in processed food, that's ultra processed food, and low fiber, too much sugar or sweets like bread, white bread, less vegetable food, lack of nut seeds, medications like antibiotics and anti-reflux drugs, painkillers. Some antidepressants can also cause damage to the gut lining as well. And our lifestyle, if we constantly under stress, that's a chronic stress, poor sleep, lack of exercise, all these can also cause problems to our microbiome and cause problem to the gut lining. And when you have gut lining problem and your gut is inflamed, what will be the consequences, beloveds? That is where we say chronic diseases also set in. What are the common chronic diseases that people experience? We have type 2 diabetes. It's very easy for an individual to have type 2 diabetes. Normally, when toxins escape from the gut into the bloodstream, it will then cause constant inflammation, which will reduce insulin sensitivity. It's called insulin resistance and lead to type 2 diabetes. The same system will cause damage to your gut lining, to your blood vessel lining. That will promote plaques and also reduce nitric oxide. This is a gas or molecule which makes our arteries flexible for blood to flow through to reduce blood pressure. But that can lead to high blood pressure, heart attack, and even stroke. Arthritis comes into being because of that. When the gut bacteria are imbalanced, then of course the immune system becomes overactive. Normally, when we have these toxins getting into the bloodstream, they can escape into the joints, and our immune system will mistakenly attack these particles in the joints, will mistake them for infections, and then cause swellings. That's called arthritis. So now we know why arthritis actually come into being, including pain and stiffness. The same system will cause autoimmune disease. Your own body, your immune system will attack you yourself, your body, your own tissues. But it can also, through this, can lead to irritations of the cell, the lining of the colon. That can also lead to some forms of cancers as well in the body. So, beloveds, we have learned about inflamed gut being the source of chronic diseases. If you're experiencing any of the symptoms I mentioned, or you're experiencing arthritis, or you have diabetes or any chronic disease, or you have digestive health problem, reach out on this number. Share this number, be a blessing to somebody. It's +44738 4647300. If you're happy with what I'm doing, you want to support the program, please go to my YouTube channel, put in Dr. James Natural Link, Dr. James Natural Link, to support this channel so that it will be a blessing to other people.